Alrighty, welcome back. We've got a indoor-outdoor unit, standard, AC related stuff. Got the fuel tank out of that F600. It's still probably half full of fuel. I'm gonna drain that and filter it through a rag or something since it's $5 a gallon, and put it in my truck. Got the brass and copper radiator there, and the brass and copper heater core. That's down there and not worth trying to pull out of there because it's stuck. And then a big propane tank. And over the weekend, those have been here. This is a new drop off, and the trumpet there all bent up before somebody says you can sell that for $1,000. It's extremely bent and mangled up. None of the little valves work. They're all stuck. I know you can unscrew the little piece right there, probably lube them up, get it going. Not into that. Scrap, brass scrap, and that's about it. Alrighty, so here's the first job's load. Wasn't much. A rabbit coop, some miscellaneous wood and boxes, nothing crazy. I went to that job site unseen. I didn't know how long it was going to take or what it demanded, but there was a little bit of metal of old patio set I threw in there, fire ring and whatnot. Nothing crazy. And I was gonna say something else. Oh, I was gonna video the trash, do it like a time lapse, but I don't know, for some reason homeowners like to hang out when you're there working. I guess it's like a especially when a younger guy comes and is doing the work for you, something that you should be able to do with your truck, throw some trash on and go to the dump. So he's bird dogging me, but I'm at a daycare now where I got one of my dumpsters, and it's time for weekly pickup, as you see. So we're gonna add that on, go to the dump, and see what else we can get into. For those of you who didn't recognize the fuel banks that we scrapped in the last couple videos, that's what it is right there. As we've got an idiot riding 40 miles an hour on the friggin' highway. This was a landfill, county landfill at one time, but the landfill has been closed for years because it's full, so now it's just a transfer station. So you dump in the building, the guy in the loader pushes it up to the guy in the excavator who loads a big demo trailer. I don't know if you can see it right there. But very simple process, nothing exciting, you're not missing anything. Half-ton Hero hauling a load of pallets, going to Baltimore to get that money. This AC company that Dad buys dumpsterfuls of AC units and stuff at a time from, I got sidetracked. Anyway, I purchased this box truck here. It's in the Isuzu NPR. There's all the units, and there's the don't advertise for them, or you guys, some ignorant person will call and ruin it for me. But we're going to take the batteries out and give them a charge. It's supposed to run and drive. Needs kingpins and some front end work, but I can drive it home other than it's been sitting for a year. So we'll take them batteries out and hope for the best. It's a nice little cab over truck. It's a diesel, thankfully. That's the only reason I bought it. That's that. And that, a box of friggin' transmission fluid isn't a good sign, but hopefully, like I said, I'm supposed to be able to charge the batteries and drive it home if in case we can't put the last clip in, because Charlie can't blur out the guy's business name on here. It needs kingpin work, kingpins and front end work. All 6 tires are like new. They're in really good shape. It's been sitting a while, but I think it'll be okay. We'll hope for the best, expect the worst, like everything else. After a couple minutes of figuring out the safety latches, I figured out how to push the cab up. Okay, a little heavier than one-handed. Oh shit, I guess I should have closed the door. She just flopped pretty hard, but that's cool. The little safety latch isn't latching. That's okay, we don't need safety. A little I guess it's a 4-cylinder diesel. Isuzu overhead cam. I don't see any displacement or anything, but from what I hear, they're pretty good. Only paid $2 grand for it, so shouldn't be bad. Everything was a little crusty and rusty, and it ended up wringing the bolt off that safety thing or whatever to keep the batteries from flying out, so we just snapped that off. You don't need that. Put a piece of all thread in. These batteries are from 18. If I had to guess, they're probably done, but we'll give it a charge and try it. Worst case, I'll get 2 new batteries for it. All right, so I've scrapped 1,000 of these boilers and cast iron boilers. This one's a little different. It's out of cast iron, which has got a big tank that's filled with water. And, you know, I always knew that it had this type of, you know, heat exchanger in it. Normally, you know, like a propane water heater, you know, these little finny things that go down through it. But I seen a guy, a laborer at the scrapyard, fooling with one, and he was unbolting this. And I mean, this was months ago, and I'm just videoing it because it's the next one I seen that I missed. But he takes off all the bolts, doesn't round them off. Okay, I'll spare you all that. So anyway, he took all the bolts off, and then he gave it a smack with a hammer a couple times. When he pulled it out, I saw, there we go, that crazy looking thing. So at that point, I'm extremely interested, and I said, what is that? And it's a copper heat exchanger. Like if you scratch these fins, you might be able to see it with just a hammer, but you can't really tell, but they're copper. I mean, and this, you know, minus this plate that's on here, I mean, that's, you know, 6 or 8 pounds. So I can only imagine how many of those I've thrown away you know, and get paid for cast iron. That was worth learning. I'm glad I seen him do that, because I had no idea. And all the nuts that were on it were brass too. So there's the plate cut off. That's just steel. And then there, hopefully in the sun, I hit it with the Sawzall. You can see it's copper, and no magnet anywhere, nothing like that. So that's really cool. I mean, that's, you know, at $4 a pound or whatever number 2 copper is, you know, it's 20 bucks easy. And I've thrown hundreds of them away. No idea. Had no idea. I didn't even think about it. You know, I know obviously water's got to go through something to get hot, but I never knew that. You learn something new every day. So here's another one. Appears to be the same model, same, you know, rectangular layout, same brass nuts, but there's no copper coming in and out like on the last one. So maybe this one doesn't have it, or they never hooked it up. Nope, it's on there. I can feel it. Oh my. Hold on. Oh yeah. Don't you just love that friggin' footage? Okay, there we go. There you go, another one. Same style. Just crazy. When you think back on how many you gave away, you know, for $9 100 pounds, when you could get $4 a pound times 6 or whatever 8 it weighs. Crazy stuff. Got about an hour and a half to kill before I have to go pick up some scrap and trash. So I took these, loaded these boilers up. They've all, I've taken all the, you know, the things I just showed you out of them. But that, I don't know what that is. That is, I mean, 2 inches thick, maybe a big, some kind of heat related, I don't know. Anybody, oh, that's what I was gonna say, anybody that's in the boiler business or knows about them, what like how come that one boiler had the copper pipes hooked to the heat exchanger but the other one didn't? I don't understand that. They both had it, but only one had, you know, one was hooked up with copper. Anyway, that's the load. I mean, got to be at least a ton. These things are heavy. This one's best part of 4 feet tall, so ton, 3,000 pounds. We'll see. Picked this little sweetheart of a trailer up. I forgot to add that in. It's a 6x12 pipe top trailer, 400 bucks. Sides are rough, but a buddy of mine's dad sold it to me. Shout out to Richard. Nice little trailer. I love little trailers like this because you can have 1,000 of them and pick any one you want for the job, or leave it somewhere, or whatever you got to do. That was certainly a nice unexpected payday. 3,480 pounds, $12 a hundred, 418 bucks. Very nice, very nice. Now I don't know what else we'll get into today, but I guess you'll see what the scrap I pick up later on. That's it for now. Alrighty, here's the haul. We got 3 or 4 AC units, a couple of them aluminum, a couple of them aluminum copper, a couple aluminum A coils, a couple copper, same thing, nothing exciting. A little bit of steel, a barrel, almost back that over, and then we got some real nice copper rolls, or partial rolls, whichever. Oh, I can't move it, but there's a couple rolls there, little piece there, and then some real nice don't know, I guess that's 3/4 inch, and feels like it's thick walled. I don't know, a bit thicker than normal, I'd say. But that roll by itself might weigh, I don't know, 10 or 12 pounds. A good haul. Paid him a little bit for it. Left plenty of room for me to make some money on an old 4-wheeler. But that's about it. Guess I'll throw this in. Got a box of aluminum transmissions going together, maybe a little less than half full. We got a rotor box, almost full. Probably almost finish up that tomorrow. I gotta go to the scrap pickups and get them. And then the dirty cast aluminum box is a good half full. And we're working on the 3rd layer of batteries here. Put the cardboard in between, that's how they like it. But 3 rows of batteries will be a good payday for that. That's about it, nothing else exciting.